Preparing for major incidents, we're out with the London Fire Brigade on anti-terror training alongside other emergency services. Now, they're among the first on the scene when it comes to an emergency. Now, the London Fire Brigade have been showing how they prepare for major incidents. BBC London has been given exclusive access to an anti-terror training held alongside paramedics and police. It's also a chance to try out new kit and test their response to high-threat situations. Carl Mercer joined them.
A terrorist has just been shot dead by police. Then a car explodes as gunmen continue their attack inside a busy public venue. As armed police try to shut down the attack, London's fire and ambulance services are sent to the scene.
We've got gunfire away from us. I've got 2 police covering this area.
How many patients?
Oh, no, we've got 17?
15.
16 patients.
1-5.
Multiple people.
Team 1 to control.
It's not real, of course, but this is how London's emergency services are training together for what they call an MTA, a marauding terrorist attack, similar to those the capital saw back in 2017.
It's important that we're able to respond to a variety of incidents. So previous incidents such as the attacks at Westminster and London Bridge and also Manchester Arena has shown that we will be attending these incidents. Some of those attacks start out as traditional calls like a road traffic collision, which we may attend, and then once we arrive we figure out that it's not as it once was. So it's really important that we've got the training and the equipment to allow us to respond effectively to this type of incident.
And that was practised here, fire crews arriving at what they thought was a car crash, only to be told it was a terror attack.
What you got?
Right, crews, listen up. Ballistics here, we need to get our ballistics on now. So treat what you're treating, then ballistics on, yeah?
It's time to put on the specialist bulletproof vests and helmets they now carry as standard on all fire engines. Each fire engine now carries 2 ballistic kits and what they call a sked, a kind of stretcher to help move casualties quickly, all put into practice during the exercise. Bangs going off. That sort of stuff makes it a bit more real.
This is it's real. So we hear the bangs, we hear the pops, we treat the casualties, we are immersed in how, because one of the things we learn is how we communicate. So there's 3 different partner agencies working very hard here, different specific roles. For once, we are now, instead of charging forward and taking the lead, the police takes the lead. The police takes the lead, clears the area. The ambulance then assesses all the casualties, potential casualties, and then we come in, get our gear on, and then we retrieve.
This is another tool for emergency teams. Using the camera on the drone can give rescuers a clearer view of what's going on. Good not just for firefighters, but for the police and ambulance too.
There's lots of learning from London Bridge, Manchester Arena Inquiry. Some of the stuff that we are training and exercising today is the 10-second triage tool. So it's making sure that it's all responders, not just the ambulance service, are now using this. And again, it's about that life-saving interventions. That's a phrase we like to throw forward and make sure it's being delivered as quickly as possible. For ultimately, patients involved in this type of incident, they're not interested whether it's a red, green, blue person delivering it. They want that care, and we need to make sure it happens as quickly as possible.
They've been doing these joint exercises at Colchester United's football ground for the last 12 weeks. More are planned in big venues in the capital. Carl Mercer, BBC London.